の虜になってしまえばきっとこの夏は充実するのモード
So far we have thought of phoneme as being a discrete unit. We think of b, s, m as being a unified entity forming a unit each. This is not really the whole story. If we look at a phoneme, we can see that it actually consists of a set of phonetic properties which distinguishes it from other phonemes. Thus, the phoneme b, for instance, has the phonetic properties such as oral, consonantal, voiced, labial, and anterior. The phoneme m has the phonetic properties nasal, consonantal, labial, and voiced. As we can see, what makes b different from m is actually the contrast between the referred to as distinctive features. Thus, distinctive features are distinctive features are a bundle of phonetic properties that make up a phoneme. Okay, the classification of distinctive features. The first is distinctive features for consonant. By considering the acoustic properties such as the fundamental such features, we have the following distinctive features. Plus vocalic with minus vocalic, plus vocalic with minus vocalic. Plus consonantal with minus consonantal. The above representation means that a sound can be vocalic or non-vocalic. A sound can also be consonantal or non-consonantal. A particular sound as I, U, and O are consonantal, whereas P, T, and M are consonantal. Okay. Particular sounds such as I, U, and O are vocalic, and P, T, and M are consonantal. Sounds such as W and Y are both vocalic and consonantal because they can function as vowel in the words cow or buy, or as consonant as in words win and yes. Second is distinctive features for vowels. The distinctive features for vowels revolve around the state of the tongue. The state which is used as the point of departure is the neutral position. That is the position when the tongue makes the mid-center vowel or statement refer to this position. Therefore, we have the following features for vowels: height, low, back, tense, round. Okay, the second unit is distinctive features for words. Now that we have discussed about the distinctive features from consonant and vowels, we can see that the word is indeed. Example for the word king below, where the significant features are given. In king, k is oral, cons, non-vocalic, non-anterior, non-labial, non-continuant, back, height, and non-voice. And I is oral, vocalic, non-consonant, no height, no back, and non-tense. And is nasal, cons, height, non-anterior, back, and continuant. If we compare the word king above with the other words such as sing and kid, we will notice that the difference is due to the distinctive feature of the sounds. Okay, the last for me is sonority order in syllables. We have touched briefly the concept of sonority. We will look at this matter further, especially in its relation to order and to word structure. There are sounds in language that are automatically accompanied by voicing. That is, when these sounds are produced, the vocal fold automatically vibrate. These sounds are sonorant, the sound l, and all vowels, for instance, belong to this group. On the other hand, there are also sounds which do not have this feature. The sound p, for instance, is produced without the vocal fold vibration, while p is with the vibration. We can see that p, t, and k are less sonorant than b, d, and g. Respectively, m and n are more sonorant than p, z, and ch, ch. Yes, ch, ch. And r, 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 r are more sonorant than and ng. And vowels are the most sonorant sound is in language. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Sorry for the manners. I hope I can improve myself. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Dewi Kurniawati from 2A1 Class English Education Study Program Muhammadiyah University of Tangerang. Hari ini saya akan membawakan materi chapter 10 bagian 3 tentang sonority order in syllabus. There are sounds in language that are automatically accompanied by voicing. That is, when these sounds are produced, the vocal folds automatically vibrate. Jadi, semua vocal folds, semua suara yang dihasilkan oleh vocal folds itu udah otomatis bergetar. Suara yang dihasilkan ini juga disebut dengan plus sonoran. The sound M, L, and all vowels, for instance, belong to this group. Jadi M, L, dan small vowels itu masuk ke dalam bagian plus sonoran. Tapi ada pula yang tidak termasuk dari bagian ini, yaitu contohnya P yang produksinya itu menggunakan vocal fold vibration, dan juga B yang menggunakan vibration. We can see that P, T, and K are less sonorant than B, D, and G, respectively. And N are more sonorant than P, Z, and Sh. L and R are more sonorant than and N, and vowels are the most sonorant sounds in language. For example, plan itu dibaca plan, dan cry itu dibaca cry, K-R-A-I. Contoh selanjutnya itu ada lamb yang dibaca lamp, dan planes yang dibaca planes. That in the onset P goes up to more sonorant A, meanwhile in the coda N goes down to less sonorant Z. Yang keempat itu ada ordered rules in phonology. The same is true when we deal with phonology. Humans produce sounds by following a certain order to come up with the right forms. The rule above says that a vowel becomes nasal in the environment of a nasal, followed openly.
R and the Indonesian R are products differently. The problem for the Indonesians which is that we do not produce enough R chips when pronouncing these English phonemes. For inventory of English consonants, we have discussed all of English consonants. There are 25 consonants. Phonemes are together. Some stops 9 fricative, 2 affricates, 3 nasals are lateral, and 3 approximate, except for glottal stop. All the fricative except H. The affricates also come in voiceless, where all of the nasals are voiced, and so are the approximates. Number 4. The International Phonetic Alphabet, a group of prominent phonetic formats as associationally known as the International Phonetic Association (IPA). The group's attempts to write up symbols which are read in the same way by anyone interested in the study of phonetics. The product which is now known as the International Phonetic Alphabet. The majority of phoneticians languages use the alphabet, although there are many other phonetic symbols which are also widely used. Okay, thank you. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
君の虜になってしまえばきっと